The well-known domestic figure reflects on falling madly in love with Andy Stewart during their initial meeting. Martha Stewart recounts how she fell for her ex-husband, Andy Stewart, on their first date. In the new Netflix documentary, Martha, the culinary star shares memories of meeting Andy while studying at Barnard College in New York City, where he was enrolled in law school at Yale. Their relationship began after a mutual connection introduced them. "He picked me up in his little yellow Mercedes sedan," Martha reminisces in the film. "I had never been in a Mercedes before." At 83, Martha grew up as one of 6 children in Nutley, New Jersey. The tall, popular blonde spent her teenage years modeling to help support her parents. Her mother, referred to as Big Martha, was a school teacher, and her father, Edward, struggled as a businessman. Martha recalls their first date at the age of 19, saying he was very polite and handsome, and he had traveled a lot. Meeting such a sophisticated young man was exciting. Plus, he had an American Express card, which was a big deal back then. As they spent more time together, Martha found Andy to be intriguing, playful, and nice, and by the end of the evening, she was madly in love. He began sending her money each week for train tickets to visit him in New Haven, Connecticut. "I had never been intimate with anyone before him," she admits. "He was very assertive, and I found that appealing. When Andy proposed, marriage felt like the most natural thing to do, but her father did not approve. When I told my dad, he slapped me hard and said, 'No, you're not marrying him. He's Jewish,'" Martha recalls. "I remember that slap well. I wasn't surprised because he was bigoted and impulsive." She responded by telling her father, "I'm going to get married, no matter what you think." Martha crafted her own wedding dress for their 1961 ceremony, and they welcomed their daughter, Alexis, for years later. "The wedding day was filled with joy," she reflects. "It marked the beginning of my life." The documentary also explores the infidelity in their marriage, revealing that both Martha and Andy had affairs. She remembers kissing a very handsome guy in Florence's Duomo during her honeymoon, as well as a brief affair with an attractive Irish man while she worked as a stockbroker in the late 1960s. "It meant nothing," she asserts. "I would never have disrupted a marriage over it." Andy shared with producers that he didn't stray until Martha did. "I don't know how many different girlfriends he had during that time, but I suspect there were quite a few," Martha remarks, mentioning one affair occurring on their property in Westport, Connecticut, while she was busy writing cookbooks. Martha and Andy divorced in 1990 and have not spoken in over 20 years. In a 2020 interview with People, she revealed that the divorce was difficult for her. "Divorce was a terrible experience for me, as we were the first in my family to go through it," she shared. "The fact that we haven't spoken since is even more painful. However, I'm very strong and motivated to move forward with my life,"